This video marks the realization of a dream. My goal this year was to take a public property I've never been on, completely break it down, e-scouting, boots on the ground, spring scouting, all that stuff, find specific deer in the summer, pattern them, learn them, and kill a mature buck on this new piece, all while documenting all these steps. So forgive me if I spend a few minutes breaking down each setup, showing my adjustments, and demonstrating what moves got me on this buck in the last few days. Those final days of my 2022 bow season were filled with action, heartbreak, and redemption beyond my wildest dreams. I could not possibly tell you this story without completing my journey of documenting the final moves that led me to this. Couldn't find it this morning, so I might have ruined the spot a little bit, but oh well.
Between two bedding points at a very steep drop off right now, and I just found a big fresh scrape, and this scrape looks like it's one that's typically open year round, so it's looking like I gotta put a cell camera here right now.
With my cell cams giving me the tip of a recent increase in activity, I decided I needed to sit this spot and truly figure out how and where the deer were moving in this area. I think there's 3 deer. I think a buck is grunting. A buck is grunting and chasing the dog. Oh yeah. That was great. Never heard that. Never heard a buck grunt like that. I think I'm just a little bit off right now. I think I'm very close, but not quite. I might try to move really quick. I don't know if that deer is still alive. I think they're gone. They took in and out, but they got chased out. It's a buck, I think. This young buck browsed around me on acorns and greenbrier for a while. He checked where the does were bedding before and eventually wandered off. A very strong thunderstorm was rolling in that would last till 4 a.m. I needed to find a way to get this buck that was working towards me to go away.
Not educated, but spooked enough. Getting kind of rainy here. I haven't seen much movement in the heavy rain this year. And unfortunately, I've sat 3 of them. So, I'm gonna cut my losses. Now this I might consider hunting. A little washed out from the rain last night. Fresh doe track. That is what they call a hoof scrape. Pretty damn fresh. Real good tracking it. Holy crap. That's a really nice track. Wow. As you guys can see, poop's pretty fresh. No, that's gross, but whatever. That is a nice buck track. That is really nice. That is really, really nice. Now the question is, do you sit here and hope the buck comes in? Or do you move on? Try to get closer to where he's bedded.
With a poor wind to hunt topside, I decided to stay in the bottom and see if the buck would come down and use the thermals like this young one did to try and find a doe in heat. Being that the large one didn't show back up, I knew that he had a reason to stay up on that ridge that day. Some duck hunters right below me on the river. That buck that came in reacted pretty sorely to it. I had that buck come in, and I could never really tell how big he was. His antlers were silhouetted for a second. I could see him every once in a while when he turned, but I couldn't tell if he was a nice one. It looked like he was a little bit outside the ears, but again, I don't know if he had much for points or anything. Buck come Shoot. I didn't even see the one falling. It's just a young one. That was a good buck. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. I'm sick to my stomach right now. I was looking the other way. I was looking back here, and I heard a grunt. And I look over and I see a deer trotting off, and I thought it was the buck that grunted. And so I call a few times, thinking it's the buck, trying to get it to come back. And then it turns out it was the doe that the buck was chasing. He must have been in range. They had just come over this ridgetop, I think. Shoot. He must have been in range. But they just came over this ridgetop, so they were just in view probably. And I'm looking over here at the doe, thinking it's the buck. Alright. Making a move.
closer to where the deer have been going. This is the tightest fit I've ever had. Right there, but it gets drastically thinner. I had to get it under this vine. Alright, let's do this. I didn't realize it. What a greatly placed cell cam. He just got that buck too on camera. Wow. I'm gonna shoot a buck in front of your cell cam, buddy. There's no way. And I haven't seen any sign. Set back down.
When this buck was around me, and as it worked off, and for a good time after, I got picture after picture of nice bucks showing up in my other spots. I sent them to my friends saying, come on, how come I can't just pick the right spot? Why aren't I in these areas? Why aren't these bucks by me right now? I found myself feeling sorry for myself, and I was pretty sick of that feeling, and I decided I just needed to stay standing, keep my bow in hand and my release clipped, and something good was going to happen. I had this picture rolling at 6:04. I put down my phone immediately after. Despite only having 16 minutes of shooting time left, I was eerily confident and ready to go.
I couldn't get on video. Oh, I couldn't get on video. He was way over here. His head was blocked by a tree and I had to shoot. Oh God. His head was blocked by a tree. And I thought I was closer to the shoulder than I was. Oh my God. God, I'm freaking hyped. Let's go. Last minute. Oh, I was doubting myself. Let's go. I'm not super excited about that sound though with that shot. I think I hit him a little back. I definitely like, oh, it's like liver. His head was blocked by a tree. And I thought I was pushing it closer than I ended up doing. I must have pulled it right. Shoot. I gotta calm down. He ran straight down this way. He was standing over here, somewhere behind one of these two big trees. He ran straight down that way. I gotta get some pins in Onyx before I forget this. Let's go. Well, just shot a deer. You guys know what time it is. It's time to call Dad.
Hello.
Hey, put on the lard and onions, Dad, because I'm gonna gut you a buck.
Nice.
It was screaming after a doe. It's getting a little too dark to see points, but it's a freaking nice deer. And it was screaming after a doe, and I was like, map, 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 and it took forever to stop. And I thought its head and neck were covered by a tree. It must have been part of its chest too, because I put it within 3 inches of the tree, and it just sounded like a if you popped a balloon underwater, you know, like
yeah.
it sounded like a gut shot. So maybe I pulled it right or something, but it was 25 yards, so it was a chip shot for me. But freaking shit, I'm about to fall out of the tree.
Yeah. So,
just shot a nice buck.
Nice. This gut shot, I would back off completely and wait till tomorrow. I'd probably even call in a hound.
That's probably what I'm going to do. Yep.
It could be that you hit liver, too, and then it'll just be dark blood.
Right.
If you think you're back at all, back off.
Yep, yeah. I'm just going to go to the arrow and then back out. Here's the arrow. Looks like, I'd say it's probably a liver shot. There's a little bit of bubbles. Not much though. Arrow actually doesn't smell at all. I'm not seeing chunks of anything. You guys can tell it's got bubbles in it, but small ones. So I'm not positive it's a lung hit, but it is soaked.
put it this way, there's one lung involved for sure.
Okay.
100% there's one lung. Now, the downside to that is, if there's one lung involved, is that thing laying dead at 150 yards? Yeah, doubt it.
Mm-hmm.
You go in now, are you going to jump it? Most likely.
It's always best to back out if you're not sure. With all the information presented, it certainly was pointing towards that being the best option. The next morning I called up two good friends, Garrett Ruckdashel, as you see on the screen right there, my good buddy Braden Kinderman, to help me with the drag out, and I called a dog in to help me with the recovery.
We got Garrett behind the camera, my buddy Braden right here, and this is Linda. Linda, do you want to talk about your dog tracking service?
Sure,
your dog here?
sure. My name is Linda Bennett, and I'm with Spring Valley Tracking and Game Recovery. We are based in Blue Mountains, Wisconsin. We track all over southern and southwestern Wisconsin. And this is Jimmy Dean. He's a young Bavarian mountain hound, and we're going to see if he can find this deer for us today.
Yeah, he's a stud and he's ready to go, but they do an excellent job. They've tracked all sorts of deer. They actually just got off a track and they have a deer in the back right now. So she's working overtime right now, but these guys are going to help us out, and hopefully it'll be a pretty quick track, we're hoping, and then we're going to pack it out, and we certainly appreciate you helping us out. He's got 3 on his stand.
They're gonna be so relieved when we see that tree. Right there's a cell cam. See that? That's badass. And then this is a tree.
There's the arrow.
So he ran this way through here, I think.
Okay, yeah.
But he'll find it. I was walking through this edge, so I might have walked some of that interdigital scent around.
Jacob, is he on it?
I think Jimmy's on something now. Jacob's got blood, so. I see something, boys. Find him. I see something, Jacob.
Let him finish.
Oh, he just crashed.
Deer, guy.
What?
That's a nice deer.
I think so.
You can see from here.
Good job, Jimmy. Go get him, buddy. Man.
You even go 100 yards.
Oh, I'm so hyped. Good job, Jimmy. All right, let's go congratulate dog.
Let's go. Oh, he's a nice buck.
Let's go, baby. Jacob.
Oh, I have this one on camera. It's the half rack.
Oh, it is the half
chasing
rack.
this one. You remember that
Yeah,
one?
you showed me that picture
Let's
yesterday.
go, man. That's sweet.
Boy.
He's got his whole main beam snapped off here.
Jimmy, get him.
Wow, look
Get
at that.
him.
He's been rubbing hard.
What a fighter.
You get him.
That's the
Shot there, buddy. Yep, exit out guts.
Oh, sure enough.
Look at that.
That's sweet.
He's been rubbing hard.
Yeah, that's cool, man. That's a great buck. It'd be cool if this was still there. Imagine his rack then.
Still a nice buck, man.
That's
Blood until
freaking
you
sweet.
get right to his bed here.
Right. Oh, he just ran. Good job, buddy. Good job, buddy.
Jimmy.
Good job, buddy. Yeah.
You get him.
Sweet, man.
Get him.
We had this guy all over camera.
Get him. You get him.
That's
Good boys.
Sweet. Let's go.
Oh.
All right, man. We'll
Nice.
get him gutted. We'll get some pictures. He died probably within 30 seconds.
Yeah, nice shot, man.
Not
Crazy. I'm shocked because he's got guts hanging out.
I'm surprised he died so fast.
Yeah,
He's pretty stiff too.
he is. He's got good old rigor mortis going. Let's go. That's sweet, man. Yeah, I saw this side and I was like, oh, he'll be even.
That's fine, dude. Imagine if that side was still there because he's got a fork right here.
Yes, that would have been real nice.
Cool, man.
It's a nice buck.
Yeah,
It's a very nice
absolutely.
public land buck.
That is sweet. That makes me happy, man.
It makes me happy.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Let's get out of here. Look at all the beds on these.
I know.
Little drop. He's still steaming.
What?
He's still steaming.
Nice little bedding
They hold.
point. Rod.
Yeah. Killed it within 10 yards of a cell cam. And that's what happens when you let your cameras hunt for you. You don't get out here when you actually should be hunting. You use them to get close, and then you use your knowledge to get you there.
That's what it's about.
Whoa. Oh my gosh. On the trail. All right, this is gonna be the fun part.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put them on my shoulders now.
Seriously?
Yep.
Might need help with this.
For sure. Let me know.
Come on now.
You got it?
That's heavier than the last one. There we go. Yep.
I sit here on the back end of a journey that led me to accomplishing a very difficult task. When I look back on these pictures, I think not of the antlers in my hands or the miles I walked to get there, but the memories that came along the way. Every sunrise and every sunset spent thanking God for another day that I can do what I love. Every long drive home with a friend, not seeing a single deer all day, and every wisecracked remark about how I should have just shot one closer to the road brings a smile to my face. Those memories are what I see when I think of this buck. It was never about the antlers or achieving the goal. It was all in the internal battles won and the happiness gained in pursuit of a difficult task. This is why I call my dad after every kill, why I'll always help someone drag out a deer, and why I'd happily place someone on the best buck I can find and pray that they get a crack at him. To me, it's not about killing the buck. It's about the people you're surrounded by and the memories you make in pursuit of success. That's what makes this buck an irreplaceable trophy. And that's why I'll always believe that filling your heart is much more important than filling your freezer.